Hello to all my story lovers. Today's our story name is A Bitter Truth learned by King Krishdevraya. This is story taken from the Tales of Tenali Raman. This is the story of Tenali Raman. Let's go to the story. King Krishdevraya had won several wars and defeated many neighboring kings. He had accumulated a lot of wealth. He had great passion for life in all its splendor. All this resulted in making the king very egoistic and arrogant. He thought that he was the mightiest and no one else could match him. Tenali Raman was observing his arrogance. He was waiting for the right time to take Krishdevraya aware of his pride. One day he got the opportunity. King Krishdevraya said to Tenali Raman, Raman, don't you think I am the greatest? I have defeated so many powerful kings. I have got lots of wealth and power. I am a good ruler and the people love and obey me. There is no one who can dare to disobey my orders and all respectfully bow to me. Tenali Raman replied humbly, Sir, what you say is absolutely true. You are a very powerful king and a good ruler, but even then you are not above all. The greatness of person sometimes changes with the circumstances. Hearing this, King Krishdevraya got very angry and said, You have uttered these words. Now prove to me what you have just said, or else I shall punish you severely for dishonoring me. Tenali Raman said, Oh, sir, I can prove what I have just said. I did not mean to disrespect you when I said it. A person may mishandle you physically and you won't say a word. Just give me some time and I shall prove this to you. Krishdevraya said, Ha! I don't believe you. Can anyone even try to touch me and get away with it? You just try to prove it. I shall punish the person and even you along with him. I grant you how much ever time you want. Tenali Raman bowed and took his leave. For a few days all things went on normally and this incident was forgotten. Once King Krishdevraya had gone to the queen's private chamber. There he called Tenali Raman for some work. A few minutes later, Tenali Raman arrived carrying a cute baby girl in his arms. The queen liked the baby very much and took her in her lap. She cuddled and kissed her and even played with her. The girl even wetted her dresses, but she did not mind it. She changed her dress and continued to play with her. Everyone liked the little baby. The king, Tenali Raman, and the maids were all watching the queen play with the baby. Finally, King Krishdevraya could not resist playing with the baby. He put all his work aside, took a baby from the queen, and started playing with her. The baby girl liked the king's mustache and pulled it. The king liked her, so he kissed and hugged her. He was enjoying himself thoroughly just looking at the baby's innocence. Tenali Raman stood one side watching the king play with the baby. The baby's saliva fell on the king's cloth, but he just wiped it off and kept playing with the baby. After some time, the king remembered that Tenali Raman was standing there as he had called him on official duty. While playing with the baby, he had completely forgotten about his official work. He suddenly felt awake for openly displaying his emotion before Tenali Raman. He asked Tenali Raman, "Whose daughter is this?" Tenali Raman replied, "Sir, she is a daughter of my neighbor." Krishnadevaraya asked, "Why did you bring her here?" Tenali Raman said, "Sir, I wish to prove a point, so I brought her with me." Krishnadevaraya was surprised. "What point can you prove with this cute child?" he asked. Tenali Raman, "Do you remember, sir? I told you that you are not the greatest. Do you think you would let go person without punishment who urinates on the queen, spoils your clothes and even pulls your mustache?" King Krishnadevaraya did not understand what he was trying to prove. So he said, "Of course not. I shall behead the person who acts like you just said." Tenali Raman smiled and said, "Your Highness, but you did just the opposite right now. You love it when the little girl did what I just said." Krishnadevaraya understood what he said and laughed. Tenali Raman Tenali Raman added, "Sir, see how important the baby girl is. You have left all your official work to pay attention to her, and the queen is neglecting you for her." Krishnadevaraya said, "Yes, you are right, Raman. I accept my defeat. It is the circumstances which make a person mighty and powerful. I must not nurse my ego to think that I am the greatest and all are under me. The mightiest is God. How could I ever forget that? Thank you, Raman, for opening my eyes and making me a better person." Tenali Raman replied, "I am your humble servant, your majesty. I just do what Mother Kalika Amba wishes me to do. Praises her and not me." The king and the queen happily sent the baby girl with Tenali Raman and gave him some new clothes and ornaments for her. Now this is the end of the story. Do you like it? Then comment it. Subscribe my channel. Bye bye.